In today's video, I'm going to share with you why I'm buying more TSLY, which is the Yieldmax covered call ETF on Tesla that has a huge dividend. And if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll share with you why I'm buying more CONY, which is the Yieldmax covered call ETF on Coinbase. So we earn over $100,000 per year in dividends at this channel. And my performance and value shows that I'm up 41% for the year, okay? 41%. The S&P's up 17, the Dow's up 5, and the Nasdaq's up 34%. So we're beating all the indexes on a year-to-date basis, okay? And on a daily basis, we're up 0.5%, which is beating the indexes as well. As you can see up top, the Dow's down 0.16, the S&P's down as well. So we're beating all the indexes on both a year-to-date basis and on a daily basis, getting both dividends and capital gains, okay? So you want both in your brokerage account. You don't want just dividends, okay? And then your account's going down each day performance-wise. You want dividends and capital gains so you can live financially free out of your brokerage account. If you're interested in seeing similar results in your brokerage account, email me for my e-guides at akintodd48@gmail.com. I have e-guides on Cornerstone, which in this case, while we're up today, $3,600, okay, 36. I bet you it's Cornerstone, and sure enough, yes, it is. We're up almost $3,700 in Cornerstone alone. I have about 500 grand in Cornerstone. It is the anchor to my portfolio when I'm buying these Yieldmax funds, but you have to learn how to play Cornerstone right. Yes, it has a 21% dividend that you can hold for 5 years, okay, and then you're paid back. 20% dividend times 5 years and you're paid back. But you have to learn how to play it for its rights offerings, okay? That's what drops the stock every year, and that's why the stock price goes down, okay? So if you ask questions in the comment section about why is the chart falling for Cornerstone, again, it's because it does these rights offerings every year, just like many closed-end funds do. This is nothing abnormal. So the $8 market price you see here for Cornerstone, not only does it have a 20% dividend, but it has a drip feature where it takes your dividend of 20% and reinvests it back down at the NAV here. So 652, that's a 27% gain. 642, 29% gain. 627, 32% gain. So yes, it has a 20% dividend, but it also drips your dividend down at the NAV each month for those gains. Plus, you get the gains in your portfolio, which today, this 3,500 that you're seeing is coming mainly from Cornerstone, okay? You just have to, again, learn how to play it. When you buy my e-guides, you get free access to the Discord server where I alert you of the Cornerstone rights offering. So this is the channel here, the Cornerstone RO. We have hundreds of members here at the Discord channel, over 300 now, and they're all on top of this Cornerstone rights offering with me. There are also other channels here that you can explore at your leisure. We have, a Cornerstone Drip channel for those of you who are trying to see which brokerage channel has the right drip, the Cornerstone Drip program, because not every brokerage is the same. We have that information here. And we have other channels too, okay? We have everything from Yieldmax channels to trading channels. If you're trying to trade Cornerstone and get into it advantageously, then you could check out this trading channel that Carbon Zero runs mainly. And Carbon, he started his own Discord channel, so you guys could go check that out as well. So you have all these features here, and Yieldmax is one of the funds that we're buying today, and I'll make the video and I'll post it in this Yieldmax section here. So here we go, back to the video. Cornerstone, yes, it's up big, but why did I add to TSLY today? TSLY, it's up 1.87 now. TSLY just to me looks good on the chart. Now I have 10,000 in TSLY, okay? Now we have 11 because I bought 1,000 more in TSLY. I mean, look, this account that I have, this income that I have, I didn't get it by buying all at once. Every day I just buy 1,000. So I bought, for example, 1,000 TSLY today. And here's why, okay? If we go to a chart of TSLY, you'll see that it's actually looking pretty attractive, in my opinion. We called this out last week in our former videos on Yieldmax, and I was saying that Tesla looked pretty bullish on a chart, and so far that pattern that we were seeing then has turned out to be true, And look, I mean, we're bouncing off that 200-day moving average. We're calling this like no other. I've been buying into these Yieldmax funds, doubling down on OARC essentially. A lot of the market names went to the 200-day moving average, this black line here. And so I was buying hand over fist, things like Microsoft, Apple. Tesla has a really large dividend, and obviously this is a good place to get easy income if you just want to buy $1,000 and kind of nibble away, at these funds. And this way you don't take big risk, even though you're using margins. So this is looking constructive. But I'll show you on my margin debt now how I'm at about $260,000 in margin debt. Now we're going to make $10,000 in dividends roughly this month, and I'm just waiting on the dividend pay dates to come in Cornerstone. But this margin debt of 260 has risen since I've been buying more Microsoft and buying some more of these Yieldmax funds. But I don't care because the maintenance is low on Microsoft. See, 30% maintenance on Microsoft. I'll go and show you the maintenance of Microsoft. This is the whole key, okay? See, my available withdrawal is 190. And to live financially free out of your brokerage account, guys, or even if you just want to see less volatility in your accounts, okay, and you're trading Yieldmax funds, all right, then you need to watch your maintenance levels, because Microsoft, for example, is 30% maintenance, and let's say a Coinbase, CONY, that's 50% maintenance. And why is that? And TSLY is 50% maintenance. If I go show you the maintenance tab here, you'll see that TSLY is 50% now, and it's not the same at every brokerage. Some brokerages, it's 100% maintenance. Some brokerages, TSLY is 25% maintenance. So we have a 70% dividend here on TSLY, which is quite amazing. So buying 1,000 of that gets you $700. But look, the equity it takes up is $500. So if you buy 1,000 of TSLY today, again, you're going to make $700. See, 70% dividend. And then you're also going to take up in equity 50%, so $500 of that 1,000. So that means that if you have available withdrawal of 190 and you buy 1,000, now your available withdrawal is 189.5. Okay, so if you nibble away, it's not going to hurt you. Now, if you're buying big on margin, okay, if you're using this available withdrawal and and I bought 100K of TSLY, well, then that would take up 50K of that available withdrawal, and I'd be down to 140 on that number. And so you have to be careful of that, because if the market fell 20%, then 20% on my account, which is about 500 grand, plus the margin, which is 200. So we'll call it like 700 grand. So 500 plus 260, we'll call it just 7. All right, for rounding. I actually have a lot of options that I sell at the bottom, as you know. So we'll call it 800 grand times 10% correction is 80 grand. A 20% correction is 160. So I would be in a margin call if I lost 50K available withdrawal, and I have to be very careful. So I would never buy 50,000 of TSLY right here, but I would buy 1,000 like I just said. Also today I bought 500 CONY, okay, because CONY, I was down in my cost position. And also CONY represents my Bitcoin play. So I don't really care what CONY is. First of all, I'm just taking the dividend on CONY, which should be rather large, but it has a 50% maintenance as well. So I have to be very careful with that. And it's highly volatile. Okay, if you go to Coinbase and see the chart of Coinbase itself, you'll see that it's, anything Bitcoin related obviously is volatile. So you can't have too much in it, but professionals recommend to have 3 to 5% of your portfolio in Bitcoin assets. So this is what I'm doing with CONY. It's just my play on Bitcoin. I have some other plays too, but I have small amounts in them. It's on the 200-day moving average as well, looking very constructive. Okay, it had a huge move from 60 to 120. It's since pulled back and, consolidated and digested those gains. To me, if you want to play Bitcoin, this is an entry point, okay, if you want to play Bitcoin. But even if you're wrong, the dividend's cash flow, okay, a 50% dividend, you're paid back in 2 years. Even if you have to wait 3 years, that's a quicker payback period than real estate or most other things that I know. So this is why living out of the brokerage account is particularly special, in my opinion. It has way more advantages than even real estate or owning your own business. You're tax-free in a lot of these things. Cornerstone, this is return of capital, the dividend, so it's tax-free until you sell. Same for many other funds in this account. So there are many advantages to owning Cornerstone and sheltering your tax situation as well. That's one thing that we don't ever even cover. I always say anchor your portfolio to Cornerstone because it's the indexes, it's the S&P and the NASDAQ. So these Yieldmax funds are volatile, but the indexes smooth it out. Okay, you got to anchor, and it has a 20% dividend with low maintenance. The maintenance of Cornerstone is 30%, and you know how important maintenance is. If you need help understanding maintenance, that's in my e-guide, my margin e-guide. You can just email me for that. So this is why I have Cornerstone as the anchor, but also it gives me tax benefits. I mean, that's just one of the things I don't even mention because it's a murky situation. It's different for all. And then people start, I don't know, accusing me of things in the comment section. Have you guys seen that before, where they say that I'm fraudulent for reporting that, for saying that these dividends are tax-free when they're return of capital? That's just the way investing goes. That's one of the many benefits of investing. Okay, so yeah, you could be in a Roth where you get tax advantages, a Roth IRA, or you could just get return of capital vehicles in your brokerage and still live the tax-free life. Okay, except when you sell for the rights offering in Cornerstone, you will have to pay taxes. That's the painful part about playing the rights offering, but it's worth it because you pocket the entire premium. If you get a 30% premium in Cornerstone, which is averages per year, then you just keep pocketing that on top of the 20% dividend. So that's a 50% gain. Okay, so you want the rights offerings to happen even if you have to pay some taxes. Okay, that's why I like having losses. People say, why do you have losses in Cornerstone and think that you're up? Well, I bought from higher up tax lots and I get to sell from those and offset a lot of the gains that I have. So and I'm still collecting a large yield on those tax lots. So you know, you have to really understand taxes and understand return of capital and tax harvesting, stuff like that, if you understand taxes. And so I just don't like to go into that subject. But anyway, this will do it for the video, guys. This is why I'm buying more TSLY, because it looks good on the chart. Okay, and even though the market's back at the highs, the market looks constructive. If you look at a chart of the S&P, I can go into that really fast if you want, but to me, it's all systems go. We've been covering this all last week, how constructive it's been looking. I've turned bullish. I had shorts on at the top. I was shorting Cornerstone, and now I have. I've been adding to longs near these lows at this purple moving average, which is it tagged perfectly. People who don't believe in technicals, there you go. There's the proof that that these moving averages are the real deal. Okay. And that's in my e-guide too, the volume 2 e-guide, technical analysis. A lot of people who bought my e-guides, all you clients that bought my e-guides, I know a lot of you probably skimmed over those 2 volumes, okay? And you just wanted the margin guide, volume 3, and the how to play Cornerstone guide, volume 4. But there's a lot of valuable information in volume 1 and 2 if you ever get the chance to read those. Anyway, yes, if you have any questions about what I do in my brokerage account here or at Discord, just email me at akintodd48@gmail.com for my e-guides. Okay, they can answer most of your questions. And when you buy my e-guides, you get free access to Discord as well as my phone number to call me anytime. Okay, so I'll sit there and walk you through your portfolio if you need me to. If you have questions on your holdings in your account, you can call me anytime. So that'll do it. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hit like or subscribe if you liked it, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.